Hello folks and welcome to this video. We're going to kick off the general notice and we'll get into it. Different top to usual. Aldershot Town one. Now, that's my home club and I'm recording this on the Sunday night. I haven't gone back from a game at Wembley in which we won the FA trophy, which is nice. It's the non-league FA Cup. It's amazing to have that. It was amazing to be able to celebrate it with essentially half the town. Like, Wembley was absolutely packed in our quarter, and yeah. Brief little footballing aside, you basically occasionally wear football tops on this channel. But yeah, that was a really special day. I think it's the first time that Aldershot ever, at least in the current guys, played at Wembley. And yeah, we went and won. So for a winning week on the channel, and start off by talking about what's coming up on the channel this week, because there's quite a lot that's coming up. So in addition to this video, I'm expected to review NASCAR at Kansas. That's going on as I'm recording this. Then on Tuesday, a preview for Rally Portugal and potentially review for WEC at Spa. I might switch that around with my Wednesday though, where I've got BTTC Brands India. Watched race 1. Yeah. And I'll have enough of a time to watch races 2 and 3, so I might swap those two around. Might push Spa back depending on how much time I have to watch the full 6-hour race. But yeah, you can expect a preview for Formula E in Tokyo, for F1 in Imola, a review for Imola Laguna on the Friday, as well as a preview for the Indy 500. And then on Saturday, well, potentially Tokyo 1 review, but also Supercars of Tasmania. Sunday, F1 in Imola, Rally Portugal. Then Monday, Formula E Tokyo 2. I might do both the Tokyos together like I did for Monaco. I might push that on the Monday with NASCAR All-Star Race coverage. Next general notice coming Tuesday 20th with the preview for the Coca-Cola 600. I'm expected to put shorts out every day as well. Generally what we'll do is spread them out over the course of a few hours, these releases. So I'm thinking shorts, so I've been released them at 10, so either 10 or 12. What seems to be working at the moment is 12, 5 and 10 PM for releases. But I might do 12, 4 and 8 PM, just because videos like, for instance, the Rally Hungary review coming out at 10 PM. Not the best, in my opinion. Either way, let's talk about the channel quickly. Because, well, I've said a few times, Shorts appears to be a beast unto itself, and it continues to be. For example, talking about the fact that the third race of the WEC season was the third different day of the week a race was on, I only got a handful of views. Then my thing about should brands still host GT World Challenge Europe just blew up over the course of this afternoon and evening. And the thing about the fact that the BTCC does 2 different layouts of Brands Hatch got over 1,000 views. Apparently polling or posting community posts can actually also have an impact, so I might start experimenting with those and see what that does too. But there's a lot of experiment I'm planning on doing around here on this channel, so we'll see. Anyways, let's get into talking about the articles for this week. And firstly, Peugeot have decided that they're going to be running silver liveries in the summer months. Now, I've seen somebody make a really clever comparison between Carlo Rovanpera's silver Toyota and Harry Rovanpera's silver Peugeot, the early noughties. It is quite nice. But that's not the reason they've done it. The reason they've done it is because things get hot in the summer. The Rally 1 cars have a really hot exhaust that runs through the middle of the car. And if your Rally 1 car is in, say, black, it means it's going to heat up even more under the sun. Ironically, the debut of it was in the pouring rain in Portugal when it went Portugal pre-event test. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. The drivers seem to be big fans of it. And whilst it is a shame that we're not going to get the Black GR Yaris, see it again soon. So given that the next rounds are, Portugal, Sardinia, the Acropolis, you kind of understand why they wouldn't want to, be in a car that just attracts more heat. Remember, the heat was so bad that I think it was the 22 spec Puma. I seem to remember Paul Nagel saying that he found that his fireproof suits were melting thanks to the exhaust. Anyways, from things being literally hot to things figuratively heating up in Formula 1. Because last week I reported in short form about Oliver Oakes' F1 exit. Funnily enough, I reported about that like a kind of, oh, this is a shock departure, this is one we're not expecting. And then as the video came out, it was announced that Jack Doohan was being replaced by Franco Colapinto for 5 races. I still haven't done anything to talk about that itself. But the story around what's happened is so bizarre. I've seen speculation that Noakes, and I don't know whether to believe it or not, is out in Dubai now. But it appears that the resignation wasn't political, and it wasn't announcing. It was more for personal reasons, which British right-wing paper The Telegraph reported as including his brother William Oakes, who, well, both of them ran the high-tech outfit, being arrested whilst carrying a large amount of cash. Per the Telegraph, well, per the Metropolitan Police via the Telegraph via the race, William Oakes, 31, of Rugby, was charged with transferring criminal property on Friday, May 2, after he was stopped in Silverstone Park area in Northamptonshire on Thursday, May 1, 2025, in possession of a large amount of cash. He appeared before Northampton Magistrates Court on Saturday, May 3, and remained in custody. Remanded in custody. But it is interesting. I'm sure we'll get a clearer picture in the coming weeks and months, but it's such a strange story. One of the things I saw was the Meet the Team Principals thing that F1 do. And he was like, what 3 words would you like to hear this year? And he had something like, welcome to Spa as his thing. At the time, it was a joke about, how Alpine or Team Enstone team principals don't tend to last too long. This is the strangest situation. However, if the rumours are true, which we'll see through a court of law, given, everything surrounding Flavio Briatore, it seems strangely weirdly, in some senses, again, based off of hearsay rumours and some things that have been proven before in courts of law, very Ainstone. Either way, we're going to end this on an upbeat note, which is Sauber is celebrating its 600th Grand Prix this weekend. Autosport has done a really nice thing talking about the top 10 races for Sauber, and it includes its stints with Alfa and BMW. It includes Lato scoring points on debut, names such as Frenson, Johnny Herbert, Jean Lacey, Nick Heidfeld, Kimi Räikkönen. Kubica pops up twice. His first race, where Heidfeld picked up a podium, and also the 1-2, Sauber's only win to date. Sauber turns into Audi at the end of this year, and I'd love to see it continue to use some of the Sauber nomenclature and the Sauber branding. But if it doesn't, it's the end of what's been a wonderful period for F1. A team that has both been independent and works and did things its own way. It wasn't built out in Motorsport Valley. It wasn't built in the industrial northeast of Italy. It was Swiss. Swiss after Switzerland banned motorsport. Just some wonderful, wonderful stories for the Sauber mark inside and outside of F1. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your feelings in the comment section down below. You'll be able to check out links to the articles I've discussed down in the description section. And timestamps for jumping back and forth, though. Those also do show up in the video. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye for now.